Hi, I'm Will Cohen, or also known as the virtuoso Will Cohen, making my ONTL debut here today in yet another league. So, hopefully I do good. I can't wait to see how this one goes. I can't wait to see how my opponent does. I can't wait to just have some fun.
Hey, I am here. Buzz, ready for trivia. Ready, making my debut tonight. First time in a fan league. I'm ready. For sure.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Opening Night Trivia. Today we have a debut match. It's Will versus Buzz. Two people relatively brand new to the community. I've seen Will around a little bit. He's done a few things. Buzz, complete wild card. Haven't seen him anywhere. This is his community debut, so to speak. Alex, you got any thoughts? I know there's not much tape on any of these guys, but you got any thoughts going into the match?
Yeah, I seem to have a distant, vague, drunken memory of Buzz being in the ONTL free-for-all, scoring, I think, a few points, I believe. And Will, we just had over at Geek Teams, and he did quite well for himself there as well. Coming soon, or maybe is already out. I don't know. Our release schedule's weird. So they each probably bring some interesting, well-rounded skills. It takes a lot of courage to make your debut, especially in a league that has deep cuts and all that wild, spectacular nonsense. So best of luck. Congratulations to them for taking the first step. And yeah, looking forward to an interesting match.
Absolutely. It's always fun to see some new people, new blood getting involved. So let's bring without further ado. First of all, with a record of 0-0, it is the virtuoso Will Cohen.
Cohen, for those pronouncing the name right.
Apologize.
It's okay. It's okay.
All right. And his opponent, I'm probably going to mispronounce this one too, with also the record of 0-0, it's Buzz Mongold.
Mongold. I think, maybe.
Oh, hi guys. How you caught me doing some light reading.
All right. Okay, so we are going to get started with round number one. It's a whiteboard round. You're going to get 10 questions. When you ask a question, you have 15 seconds to write the question down. When your name is called, show us your answer. Speak your answer out loud. 1 point per question. If you get all 10 questions right, you will get a bonus question, and the rumor is Alex will dab. All right. Buzz, Will, do either of you have any questions before we get started?
3 repeats, correct?
Yeah, 3 repeats and a challenge throughout the duration of the match. All right. No, without further ado, your first question comes in the category of music. Who stars as radio host Mark Hunter in Pump Up the Volume? Alex, what's your favorite Mars song?
And I'm already lost. What?
Oh, Mars. Mars is the band that sang the song on which this movie is based.
You watch more movies than I do.
Not really. There's a song called Pump Up the Volume.
Oh,
Pump
cool.
Up the Volume. Pump Up the Volume.
Probably
Dance,
that one.
dance. 3, 2, 1. Pens down. And we'll start with Buzz.
Yep. Nope. Didn't have anything.
And Will.
I guessed Christian Slater.
Christian Slater is correct.
Okay.
I'll take it a 1 point lead.
As we go to your second question, which will come from the category of the 1990s. What country are the lead brothers from in Big Night? Bit of a sad story for me. I went to donate blood because there is a shortage, and you should do that. But when I went, they were like, "Where did you get all this blood from?" And they refused to take it.
3,
2,
1. Pens down. And pens down, Buzz. We will start with Will this time.
Jesus Christ. Italy?
And Buzz.
Just said Jamaica.
Italy
Yes.
is correct.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Question number 3 comes in the category of classics. Michael Curtiz directed which iconic 1942 romance film?
I don't know if I'd use that joke on this question. Like, it's not my idea of romantic night out.
No, it's not.
Regardless of what Jay Burns would tell you.
Well, that's where you get the blood from, is on the romantic night out. 4,
Oh God.
3.
Repeat, please.
Repeat. Okay, Will's first repeat. Category of classics. Michael Curtiz directed which iconic 1942 romance film?
My favorite thing about ONTL is it could be like something you know very well. Because let's say iconic, but it could also be any other thing from the 40s. Like,
Good.
what do you got? What's in that
5,
brain else?
4, 3, 2, 1. And we're going to start with Buzz.
Took a guess. I need to dust up on my classics. I just said Some Like It Hot, and I need a new mogul.
And Will.
This might be the end of my perfect round. I said Bringing Up Baby.
Casablanca is the correct answer there. And so that does end Will's perfect round. Still 2-0 though. Going on to the next question, Alex.
Who's breathing super
Yeah.
hard right now? That's you.
Buzz, can you move your
Oh,
mic
yeah.
away from you? Yeah, face
Okay.
There you go.
Sorry.
All right, next question.
Yes, your next question will come from the category of horror. How many films in the Friday the 13th franchise don't feature Jason Voorhees as the villain?
No, Alex, you're playing in Fandom this year, right?
Yes, I'm playing in Fandom this year, unfortunately.
Thoughts on the horror icon category?
I think 2/3 of it can be pretty fun. And then there is Friday the 13th.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, and we'll start with Will.
I think it's entry 1 and 5, so I said 2.
And Buzz.
I just said the OG.
2.
Correct answer is 2, being the original film and A New Beginning. Next question will come to the category of crime. What U.S. state are the lead characters from in Stand By Me?
I hate.
Technically, crime happens in this movie.
That's true. I'm gonna actually go back to a different joke that we made earlier.
Okay.
I hate the song "Stand By Me." I hate it. I hear it 10 times a day at work, and I hate
Okay.
it so
4,
much.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. Buzz, we'll start with you.
Mississippi.
And Will.
I also said Mississippi.
Both incorrect. Correct answer is Oregon.
Okay.
We will continue to trail along here as we go on to recent releases. Which Oscar nominee stars as Henry McHenry in Annette?
Now, when you said you hate Stand By Me, the song,
Yes.
that hurt because that's a good song, but I completely understand when you tell me that's because you hear it too much at work because
It's
that's-
also like a bad, like, acoustic cover. Do you know what I mean?
5.
Like,
Can I get a repeat,
4.
please?
Yes,
It's the
Buzz first repeat.
for Buzz. Once again, from the category of recent releases, which Oscar nominee stars as Henry McHenry in Annette?
See, I'm a sucker for upright bass, though, so
Hmm.
anything with a heavy upright bass line is going to be okay by me.
Sure, I get that. My best friend would agree with you.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. And we're going to start with Will
If I have the right movie, it's Adam Driver.
and Buzz.
Didn't have it.
Adam Driver is correct.
Okay.
All right, next question comes in the category of romance. Name both lead actors in 2011's Friends with Benefits. And Buzz, if you just pull that microphone away a little bit again.
Yep, sorry.
There you go.
Just because I had another tab open, I didn't see. Did any of you laugh at the Oregon Trail joke? Did anybody like smirk? Because I said Oregon, and then we said we're going to trail right along. Did nobody catch that?
Missed it.
Okay, because it was
Oh.
good.
5,
It was good. Had I
4.
been listening? I'm sorry.
Cutting edge
3.
material.
2, 1. Pens down. Buzz, we'll start with you.
Justin Timberlake, Mila Kunis.
And Will.
In very shitty handwriting, Justin Timberlake and Mila Kunis.
Both correct. Buzz getting on the board there.
Yep.
And I'm just going to give him the next question.
Which will come from drama. What film stars Katherine Houghton, Spencer Tracy, Katherine Hepburn, and Sidney Poitier?
Now, the important question is, what do you think about Stand By Me, the movie?
I reserve my right to review it until I've seen it.
Okay.
But you know what? I think that like when enough people say like that
4,
movie's good, it's probably is. It's probably
3,
pretty good.
2,
I'll watch it for you if we ever.
1, pens
Feature it.
down. And we will start with Buzz on this one,
Don't have it.
and Will.
Total random guess, In the Heat of the Night.
Sidney Poitier isn't that one. Correct answer, though, is Guess Who's Coming to Dinner.
That was my second guess. Shit.
And your final question, since there are no perfect rounds, come in the category of war. The main character of the Five Bloods are veterans of what war?
Another song. What is it good for?
Trivia questions.
Good call, y'all.
Trivia questions.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. And we'll start with Will
Vietnam.
and Buzz.
Also said Vietnam.
Vietnam is correct. Okay, Alex, go ahead and hit them with the last question of the round.
Your last question is coming from the category of plot summary. What 80s film has the plot summary? A pool hustler teaches a cocky but immensely talented protege the ropes of pool hustling, which in turn inspires him to make an unlikely comeback.
You a big pool player, Alex?
He actually had to convince a gym teacher once that it actually is a sport, and I made 100-page PowerPoint, but the back 75 were all blank.
4,
She just didn't want to go through the whole thing.
2, 1. Pens down. And Buzz, we'll start with you.
Color of Money.
And Will.
I also said The Color of Money.
Color of Money is correct. So after round number 1, we have Will in the lead with a score of 7-3.
Yep.
Moving on now to round number 2. This is the deep cut round. A little bit ago, both competitors gave us a movie and gave their competitor a movie to watch. Hopefully they watch it as well. Each movie they will be given 5 deep cut questions from. For the movie that they selected, each player will get 1 point for correct answer. For their opponent's movie, they will get 2 points per correct answer. Movies today are Back to the Future, which I believe was Buzz's film, and Brigsby Bear coming from Will.
Correction, it's Buzz's is Back to the Future Part 2.
Part 2, okay.
Part
My
2.
mistake. Back 2. Okay, so Will, you are in the lead. So do you want questions from your film first or from Buzz's?
Let's do Back to the Future Part 2 first.
Okay, Back to the Future Part 2. Alex, which movie do you want to read questions from?
I've only seen Back to the Future 2.
All right, I'll let you read this one.
Great. All right, your first question. What time do Doc, Marty, and Jennifer arrive in 2015?
What's your favorite Back to the Future movie?
1, although I reserve the right to say 3 until I've seen it. But I have no reason to. It's not anymore.
There are people who say 3, but they're insane. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, and we will start with Buzz.
Well, the date is October 15th, 2015, and I just said 9 in the morning.
All right, and Will?
4:29 p.m.
4:29 p.m. is correct.
Yep. Second question. When Marty talks to Mr. Strickland in alternate 1985, he says Marty looks like a what?
What's your favorite time travel movie?
Come on. I'm a geek. Probably the big Avengers one, unfortunately.
Age of Ultron, 4,
Yeah, that one.
3, 2, 1. That's the big one, right? Pens down.
Counts.
Will, we'll start with you.
I don't know who you are, but you look like a slacker.
And Buzz.
Slacker.
Slacker is correct.
Mark. Third question. When Biff confronts Marty on top of his casino, he says Marty has to jump off the building. If he doesn't, how does Biff say Marty will die? Forgot how kind of dark this movie was.
Yeah, takes a little bit of a dark turn.
Change my mind. This one.
That's an acceptable answer. It's not necessarily the right one, but it is acceptable. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Will, we'll start with you.
Lead poisoning.
And Buzz.
Lead poisoning.
Lead poisoning is correct.
Fourth question. What is the name of the magazine Biff hid inside the cover of the almanac? Do you find, like, because you're a frequent movie reviewer online, do you find that people dislike you because of your opinions? Sometimes. Not all the time, but sometimes.
Oh, yeah. That's kind of my brand.
Oh,
Is
okay.
being disliked for my opinions. 5,
Just checking.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. And we will start with Buzz.
Yeah. Sorry, I don't have it tucked away in that one, but it is Ooh La La.
And Will.
Ooh la la.
Ooh La La is correct.
Yep. And your final question in Back to the Future Part 2, the second. What is the name of the company who delivered the letter from 1885 Doc to Marty? Actually, just going to pull up. This whole next back half of the round is going to be me going, wait, you gave Rise of Skywalker 3 stars? What are we doing here?
Well, that's my favorite. Hold on, we'll talk in a second. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. And we will start with Will.
I think it was Western Union.
And Buzz.
It was indeed Western Union.
Western Union is correct. So after that half of the round, I have Will with a score of 17 and Buzz with 7. Is that accurate?
Yep, that's what I've got.
All right. So we're going to move on to Brigsby Bear. This is Buzz's movie.
No, it's.
I'm sorry.
my
Well,
movie.
it's Buzz's points movie. It's the movie that Will picked.
That's right.
So, first question in Brigsby Bear. Brigsby says to deposit food rations in what color bin?
That's right. The Batman.
Yeah, see, that's my favorite thing is the whole community is like, you just hate movies all the time. And then when I like a movie, they're like, what the hell's wrong with you? Why do you like that movie? 5, 4.
Oh, we'll get to Don't Look Up.
3, 2, 1. Pins down. Buzz, we'll start with you.
I can't quite remember. I just said orange.
And Will.
Make sure you deposit it in the red bin, not the yellow bin.
The document says yellow is what we have.
I would almost willing to challenge that because I just watched that today, and I believe he says make sure you deposit in the red bin, not the yellow bin.
Okay, so are you issuing a challenge?
Yes, I'm issuing a challenge.
Okay, we were going to look up this challenge, and we'll be right back. Okay, we reviewed Will's challenge. We checked the script on the movie, and it is indeed the yellow bin, not the red that they were told to deposit the food rations in. So Will not be getting that point, and he will be losing his challenge for the remainder of the match. With that, we'll move on to question number 2 in Brigsby Bear. What is the name of the toy Ted designed prior to kidnapping James?
I only bring up your letterbox because I think you get a bad rap sometimes. Because I think 3.5 stars is a fairly positive review. Because that's they're not all 5-star movies.
Yeah, thank you. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Will.
Terrence the Tiger.
And Buzz.
Yep, I didn't have it.
Terrence the Tiger is correct. Question number 3. When James gives his volumes of Brigsby Bear to Spencer, He gives him the best of which volumes? See, because here's my philosophy. I think a lot of people will watch a movie like, oh, I love that movie, 5 stars. I watch a movie, I say, hey, I love that movie. Where does it fit in this range of rankings of movies that I love?
Sure.
So,
Fair.
it just, like you said, they're all 5 stars.
No, I agree.
5, 4. My apologies to Mike Hanley. 3.
Repeat, please.
2. All right. Buzz's second repeat. When James gives his volumes of Brigsby Bear to Spencer, he gives him the best of which volumes?
I had an interesting few conundrums recently at the end of last year where I saw a bunch of good movies at the end of it, and I didn't want to give them all or any of them 5 stars because I just saw them the one time. So I gave them all 4.5, and I was like, I'll come back. I'll come back later.
3, 2, 1. That's very fair. Pens down, and we'll go to Buzz, I believe, on this one.
Buzz.
Yep, I did not have it.
Yeah.
And Will.
14 through 28.
Oh, close. Correct answer is 14 through 25.
Ah, okay.
All right. Question number 4 in Brigsby Bear. Brigsby says that if you're feeling romantic feelings to only touch your penis, how many times a day? Didn't read that question in advance. Kind of stuck up on me.
It's really weird seeing Nazario's words come out of Kirk's mouth. What the fuck?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Will?
Twice.
And Buzz.
I said 6.
It is twice.
Oh my god.
I was going to say,
sorry, Kirk. This is a big question because if Buzz misses and Will hits, it will be a knockout.
Okay.
So I have the score at 7-19 right now. So
that is correct. Yeah, you're right. Okay, so Buzz has to hit this to move on to round 3. Question number 5. What are the names of the bugs outside of the pier?
Actually, if Will hits it, no matter what, I think the match is over.
Yeah.
Yes.
If Buzz hits and Will misses, Buzz will be down by 10. So go 5, 4, 3.
I'll do a repeat.
2. All right, Buzz's final repeat. What are the names of the bugs outside of the pier? Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, and we'll go to Buzz.
Nope.
And Will.
Didn't have it.
I think you said fighter flies?
That is incorrect. And your winner by knockout, Will Cohen. Congratulations, Will. We will go
Thank
on
you.
now to post-match interviews. We'll start with our unfortunate second-place winner, Buzz. Buzz, your debut match, you struggle a little bit in round 2. Sometimes when you're coming in new, you don't realize how deep those questions can go. This happens sometimes. Overall, what are your thoughts on the match?
Yep. I had fun. I'll make sure get used to taking a lot more notes and just kind of trying to expand my horizon a lot more going forward, trying to cover in all of the bases.
Absolutely. For a match like this, there's definitely a learning curve. Owen, I know you're new. You might not know a lot of people, a lot of the players, but is there anyone specific you might like to play? Anyone you've seen you might want to call out and play in the future?
Not yet, but I'm going to keep my eye out this season and see what I can see.
All right, Buzz, thank you very much. We look forward to seeing you again next time.
Yep.
Congratulations on a good match. And we're going to go now to our winner, Will. We'll bring Will in. All right, Will, it's a big match. You did pretty good in round one. You had a solid round two, especially on Back to the Future 2. I think that's what made most of the difference. What are your thoughts following that performance?
So first, I just want to get the answer to that last question because
Correct answer is grazer bugs.
Grazer bugs. Okay. All right, but to answer your question here, Kirk, this was definitely the result I wasn't really anticipating. I wasn't going in here thinking I would get a knockout, but it's pretty exciting. Coming in here, debut match, scoring what I scored, and doing this. This was not only a lot of fun, but this is kind of exhilarating. So.
Yeah. So definitely could ask for a better debut. You're 1-0 now, and I know you, as opposed to Bud. I think Buzz, you have been around a little bit more. You've probably seen some more faces. You're more familiar with people. Anybody you'd like to play next coming out of this match?
Because I'm the absolute sadist I am. I have a place in my heart for a match against John Marr. I would love to see that. I would love to see me go up against my my teammate in your Milwaukee Beers. I would also like to call out Abel Deleu because I've played against him in a couple other places, and every single time we play, I just have a lot of fun. So I would love to do that.
All right. I'm not sure where the records stand, but we'll see what we can do and make that happen. Both sound like very interesting matches. Again, congratulations, and good luck. We'll see you next time. Okay, Alex, knockout on a debut match. So you never. I mean, for the winner, you like to see it, but for the loser, it's hard. And like I said, with Buzz, I've seen players come in just really not knowing what to expect in that second round, and you get that result. What are your thoughts on that match?
Yeah, it's tough, and one of the most important elements to ONTL singles gameplay, I find, is that experience. You have to get it from somewhere. Deep cuts is one of the last skills that I think players traditionally have developed. But this is a good first step. He was actually able to hit some of the deep cut questions in his own films. So that's a good start. He just kind of got a little bit outworked by Will in the first round. Will was able to get a big lead, like a 4-point lead, I think. Mm-hmm. And then Will sweeping the opposing movie and doing what? Sweeping the opposing movie and doing quite well on his own. That just made all the difference in the world, as it usually does. The deep cut round.
Yeah, that's all she wrote. All right. Well, for Buzz, for Will, for Alex, thank you very much for co-hosting today. This has been ONTL Singles. And until next time, watch more movies.